drum that beat, going crazy.
Hey, so yesterday I got a call and was asked if I wanted to test drive a car for a couple days, so let's check it out. Get up to it. It's the new Bronco. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to test this out and see how it does. This is just the sport version, not quite the one that everybody's enamored with, but I have a buddy that has one and he loves it, and I'm excited to give her a shot. First impression in the Bronco is, I mean, it looks great. The hood sits really high. This is my eye line right here. So you really can't see a lot at the edge of the hood, but I mean, that's not the end of the world. And just looking around, it seems to be kind of a lot of blind spots, but we'll see if that actually is a factor or if it's just something that's just kind of noticeable right now, but maybe not that big of a problem. Here's the interior. I gotta say, these are the most comfortable seats. This is like almost like a rough leather. And yeah, these seats are unbelievably comfortable. Maybe the best I've ever sat in. The dash looks really good. Functional. You know, lots of room for cubby space, stuff like that. Got, you know, your USBs. So the Bronco does have one of my least favorite features, is the little round shifter. But at least they did put it kind of out of the way of everything else, so it's not easily confused, you know, with using like a climate control or something like that. Like in the Dodge pickups where they put them right next to each other. Seems like a bad idea, but that being said, let's go. So now I want to show off maybe my favorite feature in this car. Alright, when you go to turn off the car, go ahead and do that. It reminds you to check for your kids. I think that's pretty hilarious. So another cool thing about this Bronco is go to the back. You got bottle opener built in. Kind of gives a bit of a mixed signal, but I do like it. I think it's pretty cool to, you know, tailgate or, you know, show up at a camping area, the beach, whatever. Pretty cool little extra niche-y thing. But you also got plugins for, you know, your stereo. You know, got your actual plug-in and your cigarette plug-in. Right here. And you have lights that actually light up on there. So you kind of have an overhead light. Pretty cool little additions, I think. Plus the hardened back to, you know, you can put your dogs, you can put muddy things, whatever. Easy to clean up. It's a really nice addition. I like it a lot. So after taking the Bronco for a few days, you know, to and from work, about a 2-hour round trip, I got to put in kind of significant time with the car, decide what I liked, didn't like, and I did kind of have a few things. I'll start off with the bad things. It was a little snowy when I went out, so the roads weren't the best. Being a lighter, SUV-ish thing, the snow kind of pulled it anywhere it wanted to. I was a little disappointed at how easy it was to kind of get thrown around. Putting it in four-wheel drive helped, but it's still, it's small, and it might just be a product of being just a small vehicle. So it might just be kind of par for the course. The other thing is the shifter. I hate those little round shifters as opposed to like either a stick, either on the column or down in the center. The round shifters, I think, are just kind of a silly feature, and I don't know, maybe it's just me being outdated, but I just don't like them. Last thing, and maybe the biggest thing, is the blind spots. I thought the pillars in the back, behind the rear seat and then the trunk, the pillar back there is just unnecessarily thick, and so it takes away from your kind of field of view. And I mean, you have rear view mirrors. I mean, you can work around it, but I still kind of, and again, maybe it's just me being me, but there were more blind spots than I preferred. That being said, there were a lot of good things. First off, looks. I mean, it's not the big Bronco that everybody wanted, but man, I mean, it looks pretty good. I like it. I think it's as good as people could have hoped for. Probably the coolest thing I thought was the assisted steering. When you're in cruise control, it'll stay in your lane for you. Driving out to work at 5 a.m. every day for an hour-long trip, that would be killer for me every day. That would be a function I would use all the time, assuming the weather was good. It just helps you stay in the lane a little bit better. So you still have to keep your hands on the wheel, but you are able to just kind of, it keeps me from swerving around in the morning, in and around my lane, bouncing all over the inside of my lane. Then the other thing is just the technology, and this is just a product of me always having older cars. I talked to someone about this the other day, explaining all the cool features that I liked, and he told me I just haven't had any new car in the last 5 years, because apparently this technology's been out for a bit. The things I'm talking about specifically are having a wireless charger in your car. Down in that bottom cubby, you can stick your phone in there and it's a wireless charger. I thought that was really neat. And then just the little novelty features that the Bronco itself offers, such as the bottle opener in the back. I think that's pretty cool. You have like a little beach camping setup back there. The idea is for you to kind of tailgate and have fun in your car, which I think is really cool. So you got your little bottle opener, you got your overhead light, you got the hardened rear, so you can take your dog back there, whatever. So that leaves the question, why is it worth the money? For $39,000, $40,000, wherever it sits, that Badland edition, I think it's worth every dollar. Having said that, I would probably buy a 2009, 2010 GTR. That's kind of where my head would be at. But if you guys are interested, like what you saw, maybe go check one out. Maybe they're the car for you. If you're looking for a newer, daily driver or just kind of go camping-ish vehicle. I have a buddy, he takes his out camping, and he put the little tent over the top, and I mean, it looks killer, and he really enjoys his. So yeah, if you're in the market, maybe go check one out, go take one for a test drive. So that being said, I'll see you next time.